Hi. Hello, 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 my sunshiny friends. Hello. Welcome. It is Wednesday, June 4th. Holy moly, guys. I cannot believe that it is Wednesday. That's crazy. This is like the weirdest thing here. All right. So it is now 7 o'clock. So I'm going to wait for some friends to join. So it is Wednesday, June 4th, and I am just flabbergasted that it is June. I feel like the past year has just gone by so unbelievably fast. So unbelievably fast. Hello, friends. If you join and you can hear me, can you just give me an emoji or something in the chat just so that I know that my sound and everything is okay? That would be awesome. Welcome, guys. Hello. Good evening. Oh, great. Thank you so much. Hi, Raina. Hi, Kathy. How are you guys? Wow, I'm like already amazed. There's 6 people here. I think the first time I did a live, there was like 3, and we may have ended with 6 or 7. So this is awesome. Hi, Michelle. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so excited. You guys are absolutely amazing. I don't know. I would have never made it through the past year without you guys. Hi, Black Butterfly. How are you? Sorry, guys. I think I'm gonna need my glasses. Wow, this getting old thing is rough, I'll tell you. And I only have one pair of glasses here in my office, but at my office at work, I've got 2 different pair going. I've got my reading glasses, and then I've got my computer glasses. In my car and in my living room, I also have far away glasses. So I actually have 3 different sets of prescriptions. So I'm gonna try my hardest to be able to see you guys here when you guys are commenting. So welcome, my friends. Yes, so it is Wednesday evening, June 4th, and I was just saying it's mind-boggling to me that it is June already. No, it is not, and it's definitely not for the male folk, is it? I think we do it a little bit more gracefully. So, yeah, it is June, which is crazy to me. I'm in New England. So, if I have any Canadian friends join, please accept my apologies now. But I've got to say, what the heck is going on, Canada? We've got like haze again. Apparently there's wildfires in Canada again. I didn't even realize this. But from what I'm recalling, this is the 3rd year in a row that we've had this. So I don't know what is going on. My heart breaks for Canada, and I hope everybody is safe and that there's no injuries or anything, but I'm kind of oblivious when it comes to news. Me and my husband were talking last night, and I was like, I'm so ready. We got rid of cable many years ago, and we had YouTube TV for a while, and now we have Hulu. Month, $82.99. And I said, Rob, I really think we should just get rid of this. We get our news from our phone. Like, we're holding our news all the time. The one thing he really wants all the time is weather. And we get that here too. So to sit down at 6 o'clock and pay $83 just for weather seems silly. My point was, I don't watch the news. I don't really watch television. I watch YouTube. And I had no idea that there was wildfires again in Canada. Am I the only one? Did you guys know this? I don't know how long it's been going on, but today was our first nice day in a while, and we had no sun because there's just a haze. Tomorrow, it is expected to be in the mid to high 80s. And again, we're not Yeah, I had no idea. I literally felt like the biggest idiot today, Black Butterfly, because I was my husband oh, he asked me if the pool had warmed up. And I said, no, because there's no sun. And he goes, well, we're not going to have any sun with the haze. And I was like, why do we have haze? And he said, because of Canada. And I was like, what the heck did Canada do to us? I didn't know. Um, oh, yeah, Minnesota, right? It's got to be rough, right? Oh no. That's awful, Sandra. I'm sorry. I know 2 years ago when we were upstate New York, so the ranch that we go to in the summer, and this is my ranch cup. Um, you're having it in Pennsylvania too, Rhonda. The ranch that we go to is in upstate New York, and it's maybe 2 to 3 hours from Canada, depending on like what part you're in. So we're much closer. And a couple of years ago, I was sitting on my float in the lake, and we actually had to go inside because the haze and the smog, it was so bad because Canada was so close to us. And I do recall it last year being outside at recess working at the school, and they were checking daily to see if it was safe for us to take the kids outside or not. So this is crazy. Donna, hi. Hello. I'm so happy to see you. Everybody, please say hello to Donna from Snow Better Lifestyle, and go check out her page. It's Snow Better Lifestyle on YouTube, and Donna has been on a journey, and I want to say you're over 80 pounds, Donna. She has been doing an amazing job on her Zepbound journey, and I am so proud of you. So please go check out Donna. And if any of my other friends that are here with me also have a channel, then please, 84 pounds, Donna. Awesome. Everybody give Donna a big round of applause. If you have a YouTube, please let me know, and I would love to also shout you out, because I really do think it's important that we're all supporting and taking care of one another, like you guys have been taking care of me for the last year. So now that I have some friends here with me, I would just like to say thank you to each and every one of you that are here. Reaching 3,000 subscribers is not something that I ever even fathomed. When I got to that first 1,000, I remember crying, because I never in a million years thought. And 50 pounds since July, Black Butterfly. Awesome. Way to go, girl. It was last weekend or so. It was in the last week. And I remember looking at my phone, and my son was sitting beside me, and I said, Ryder, I have almost 3,000 subscribers. And he looked at my phone, and he's like, I think I had like 6 to go or something. And all of a sudden I was like looking at it, and I was like, I'm going to get there today. And it really was a surreal moment to me. I never in a million years expected that. And it's thanks to all of you guys. And I just cannot thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. Oh, you have air quality alerts. Sandy, where are you? Ooh, Sandra's got some air quality alerts, and they're recommended to stay inside. Ugh. Yeah, that's awful. I really feel like an idiot that I had absolutely no idea that that this was happening again, and that Canada was in this situation again. Oh, in Minnesota. I'm sorry. I don't follow very well. So she had said that earlier. Wow, that's awful. So yeah, my heart just goes out to Canada. We actually went up to Canada on vacation 2 summers ago. I think it was 2 summers. Was it 2 summers ago, or was it 3 summers ago? I can't remember. And I mean, I've been to Canada many times, but my husband hadn't, and my son had been wanting to go for a long time. So quick little story. Back when COVID happened, that whole year of COVID, March 15th, when COVID shut down here, and that April, we had a trip planned to DC. We had planned an April vacation trip, my husband, my son, and I, and we had gotten all of our paperwork and everything from our state representatives to tour the White House. We had all the things. We had our hotels set up. We had tours set up. We were seeing the State House. We were seeing the Treasury. We had all of our dates. We had our tickets. We had everything. And that summer, we were had a trip scheduled to Canada. And then the world shut down, and all of that got canceled. So 2 years ago, we actually did go to Canada. We still have not made it back to DC. It just hasn't been in the cards yet. Unfortunately, we've had so many other things going on. But also with the COVID situation, that was, like I said, that was the year everything shut down. So for us, when the schools shut down in March, we never went back to school. And then when schools reopened the following fall, we actually didn't reopen until October. And when we did, it was in pods. So our kids went, half the kids went for 2 days, half the kids went for 2 days. And then Wednesday was a day off that was remote. And this continued for quite some time. However, we were still given the option, if parents were not comfortable with that, kids could still remain online. So the kids that are graduating this year, those were our COVID kids. My niece, being one, 7th grade, she went home and she actually never went back to me. I'm going to cry. Sorry. She never went back to middle school. So our middle school goes to 8th grade, and that's where I work now. And our middle school goes to 8th grade, and my niece never went back. My brother has an underlying condition. My niece, her sister, had given birth to a baby girl that September, and they weren't comfortable with my niece going back into school. So she didn't. So when she left March 15th for 7th grade, she never went back to middle school. So now, fast forward, my son has now graduated middle school. I am the secretary in the office at middle school, and our kids graduate on Friday from the high school. My niece and all of the kids came back to school today to do a walkthrough. I'm sorry. So I got to see my niece today. She came in. She was in her cap and gown, and I get to participate in her graduation on Friday. I'm sorry. You guys know what a crybaby I am. Oh my God. Lord, that was a really emotional time. Anyway, and I am super, super, super close to my girls, to my nieces, and my niece Skyla won't watch this, but she actually happens to be the manager of my page. She set my page up for me. She did my banner. She did my opening and my closing. So I love my girl. And she's graduating on Friday, and I get to be a part of it, and I got to see her today. So it was a good day. Anyhow, sorry, guys. Okay. So where are we? So tell me, guys, where you are in your journey. I know Donna has been rocking it with 84 pounds, and we've got 50 pounds over here with Black Butterfly, 50 pounds since July. That's unbelievable. So thank you, Donna. I am officially today 67.8 pounds. So I thought I was in a stall, right? I know I was complaining about that. I really thought I was in a stall. And then I took that 1 week of 12.5, and that seemed to help. It was like a half a pound or whatever. And it seems to 52 pounds since October, Kathy. That's amazing. So I seem to have jump-started something. I don't really know. I haven't really changed what I am eating. I may have upped my dinner portion a little bit more, just to be sure that I'm getting a little bit extra, like making sure I'm getting that protein and kind of filling myself up. Lost 98 pounds. Rhonda, that's fantastic since October. That is unbelievable. Congratulations. Wellness with Liz, 61 pounds down, started in November. You guys are awesome. That is amazing. Oh my goodness. Wow, I can't imagine if we like added up all of those pounds between all of us. That would be like a TLC show or something. That's unbelievable. I'm so excited for you guys. And I know I am not yeah, they are. There's such an amazing group of people here, Donna, including yourself. I am not ready to stop. Although, I mean, you guys know I have said me and my friend will be besties for life as long as insurance and doctors will let me. Um, I will be taking a GLP-1. If that ends up changing and happens to be a different GLP-1, then so be it. We shall see what happens. Now, interestingly enough, I have still not received my Letta. 68 pounds, Sandra. You started just after me. That's awesome. Yeah, so we're like right about the same. That's amazing. I still have not received a letter from Caremark or from Hello Denise. Thank you for being here. I haven't received a letter yet from Caremark about, I'm just going to shut this off back here. I know I've had some people complain that it bothers them. So I haven't yet received a letter. Donna is awesome, isn't they? Oh, thank you, Kathy. That's so sweet. I haven't received my letter yet. I'm still waiting, but I'm optimistic that at this point, maybe I won't. I know I had seen some stuff that said that if it was like certain companies, they may be opting to not do this and not stop the GLP-1s or make a switch. Like Caremark wanted us to switch over to Wegovy. So I have not yet received anything. And originally it was supposed to be for July 1st. So, I mean, I'm kind of thinking that that's not going to happen, at least for right now. I have also heard rumors that, well, not rumors, but for sure, I have seen paperwork that come January 1st, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts, which is what I have, will be stopping GLP-1s altogether. I've seen some things that say there could be a grandfather situation. So I don't know. I'm trying to kind of take it one day at a time or like 1 month at a time. I don't have anything in writing, so I'm not going to stress out over it right now. And in my head, this will be like a later Cheryl problem. Like I'll start stressing over it in like October. And I will continue to like stock up whenever I can. So I have like an extra month in my refrigerator right now. I have 1 box in there, and I got a text today. I have 1 box at Walmart. So I did go with 84 pounds since October, Denise. Oh my God. 100% Denise, I'm with you. I feel the same way. Tirzepatide has saved my life. And I think many of us feel the same way. It's been amazing. Other than an occasional like nausea or constipation or something like that, which is all manageable, I feel like it's been nothing but positive. Journey of Life. Thank you, Journey. Hello, hello. How are you? Yeah, it's kind of crazy what some medication that was so controversial when it first started, right? When Ozempic first hit the market and people started taking Ozempic, I think there was a real negativity out there about it. And I think it's probably because so many celebrities were taking it when it first came out. The Ozempic specifically, because Zepbound wasn't really out there the way it was yet. They didn't have your name available. Okay, Journey of Life. Okay, I got it. Hello. Zepbound wasn't really available yet, and it wasn't FDA approved yet for weight loss. So in the beginning, it was Ozempic, because even at first it was Ozempic, it wasn't even Wegovy. And then you heard everybody was on the shot or had Ozempic face or O face. And it was a while before, I don't think it was until December of last year, December of 2023, right? December of 2023 or December of 2024. I cannot keep days and months and years straight anymore. But yeah, I started in December of 23 when it first became FDA approved for weight loss. And I feel like it was when Zepbound really got approved. That's when a lot of the stigma started to go away and a lot more. And I think a lot of us started popping up on YouTube channels and really doing our homework and doing our research to provide better information because there was such a stigma and people were embarrassed. And I know I've said to you guys many, many, many times, I don't even think I can count anymore how many people at work that are on some type of a GLP-1 medication. And with a lot of them, it's still very, very secret, which is fine. In the beginning, I think I kept things to myself at work. And even now, I have my core few that I talk to about it and about YouTube. Nobody really watches me. I think I have one. So Katie, if you're here, hey girl. But most people don't watch and they're very ill-informed. And others are very quiet about their journey, which again, that's fine. I was in the beginning too, especially at work because I didn't want to talk too much about YouTube and everything because that's a whole other thing as far as work. I don't really need that backlash. Obviously, I'm very open. And even other friends of mine from Facebook and from family have found me this way because I don't share this part of my life on Facebook and stuff like that. I have our private group. And if you're not a member of that, then please go in the description and join that group and hang out with us. But I was very private in my YouTube life just because I work with middle schoolers. Like the last thing I needed was a bunch of middle schoolers watching me, trying to lose weight. That would have been awkward and a little strange. But I've been very open with 3,000 strangers about it and more vocal about the medication in the past year because I feel like people are just ill-informed. Oh my God, Rhonda, I think you and everybody else was scared. When I first didn't get the medication, I had 2 medications denied. And if you are interested in that and you haven't watched my CKD story, I think that posted today. But long story short, I was denied 2 medications and I waited for months. So I was waiting for these medications that were being denied. And then finally Wegovy was approved and that medication was nowhere to be found. So there was months of me waiting and I wasn't the person on the phone calling every day. Like, do you have the medication? Where's my medication? I wasn't actively looking because I was still so scared that I don't know if I was even fully ready to begin it. And every time I open up my pen, and just in case anybody is unfamiliar, this is what we're talking about. This is the Zepbound pen. And the Mounjaro pen looks exactly the same. The Ozempic Wegovy pens are very similar. And you open up this end of it, and this would be a button. You put it on your skin, not on your hand. You put it on a pen into you, and the medication goes in. And I don't like needles, and I am terrified of being a diabetic and having to do an actual needle. So this was scary, but it's so easy. It's so easy. You have an appointment to try for Zepbound. Hopefully my doctor tries for me. I'm praying for you. If this is the step that you want to take, Journey, I hope that everything goes well. You have all of your labs in order. Go through your labs yourself if you have to. One thing that I have learned is we need to advocate for ourselves. So go through all of your own stuff first, because a lot of doctors are still not novice in any of these medications, especially our general practitioners. They just don't know a lot of the things. I brought a lot of information to my doctor last time she didn't know about. So make sure that you don't have any high cholesterol, any like fatty liver disease, cardiac risk, and check your levels for your kidneys. Make sure that you're not bordering on CKD. Do you have sleep apnea? What is your BMI? And then have all of those things ready. So if you have a laundry list going in, that's going to tell her that you're committed, that you're ready, that you're looking for help, and that you have done the homework and you know these are the things that I can do to get approved. So I am too, Rhonda, but it's not I don't want to scare Journey because it's really not a needle in that typical sense. So you can't see it in there, but the needle is in there and it plunges into you so quickly into a fatty spot that you barely feel it. And trust me, I am the biggest wuss. I really am. Like, I have fibromyalgia, at least that's what they've been telling me forever. And I like, somebody touches me and I'm in pain. I can do this now with no problem. And you guys watched me. I did a video. It came out Monday, Sunday. I don't know. The days just all run together. And I did it in my arm. This to me is the scariest part to do. I can now do it in my stomach and in my leg with no problem because I'm still pretty fluffy there. But I mean, I got it going on here. This is where it's always bothered me the most. I can do it here with no problem. It's just such a weird spot that it still kind of freaks me out. But as long as you've got this good, nice fatty spot, you don't want to go into an area that's going to have bone or anything like that. Make sure you got like a nice fluffy area. It really doesn't hurt. Clean it with some alcohol, blow on it, do the shot, alcohol it again. The biggest pain I've ever had is occasionally I'll get itching the next day from it. And that's more annoying than the shot. It's really, I don't think it should even be called a shot because it's not a shot in that sense. It's really not. I'm on compound tirzepatide right now. I'm not scared. I just need to go name brand. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. And the compound are full needles typically, right, Journey? The needles, that would scare me a little bit more too. This is so easy peasy. The needle, I don't know if it came down to it and I had to switch to compound. I don't know if I could do it. That freaks me out. I'm always afraid I'll like break it, like going in and it'll like break off. And that kind of terrifies me. My blood work this week was more sting. Yeah. No, and I remember, Donna, like hating blood work. When you were like a child, who remembers going to the doctor and having to, it's probably the lead test or something, right? Having to have your finger pricked and they would squeeze it for the blood. Does anybody else remember that? I could get 4 shots and an epidural. I hated that finger prick so much. So much. My brother is a diabetic and my grandmother was a diabetic. And I can remember like being at my grandmother's house and still like sometimes at dinner on Sundays, my brother, and he's 55, will be there. And he wants to like prick everybody's finger and check their sugar. And I'm like, hell no, you are not pricking my finger. That I always hated more than anything else. This is fine to me. But the compounding one, I think that would be a little scary for me. I don't know. So I work as, oh, you're a medical assistant, Journey. So you're good with the needles. Okay. You'll have to stop. That's not a bad idea. I don't know how the FDA would feel about that, but that would be a good idea. Just have them line up with I was so bad. I used to take a birth control shot that was like every 3 months. And even that, I would go pick it up and I would make an appointment, go to my doctor's office, and my doctor would give me the shot. I think I could have done it at the pharmacy. And even that, I was like, nope. I would go to my doctor's office and my doctor's office. So every 3 months, I had to pay a copay and go to my doctor's office, and they would have to give me a shot in my arm for birth control. You and your husband on compound, they just decided to go name brand for this. Yeah. Okay. $1 a shot. Those aren't quite the shots that I would want to do. So I don't know if any of you were here last summer, but I actually make shots. This is really off the rails. But I am planning my vacation is coming soon in like 38 days or something. I typically make a whole thing of apple pie moonshine and we do shots on the beach. So like this was a weird year for me last year when I went. I did stop my medication last year when I went on my vacation. I had ended up stopping. So I didn't take it for like 10 days. So in total it was like 20 days of like having no medication. But this is the plan the whole time. Yeah, I'm down. I'll make the shots journey. So I'm going to make apple pie moonshine soon to stop fermenting for my vacation. But I think I'm pretty convinced that I'm going to continue my medication this time around. I'm still not 100% sure. There was a part of me that was kind of thinking that maybe it was time to take a little break again because I was in that plateau or a stall or whatever I was thinking was happening. But now that I seem to be a little bit more back on track, I'm kind of uncertain. I don't know. Sometimes I do feel like it's a good idea to give our bodies a little bit of a break from the medication. I know if any of you have been with me for a bit, then you probably have also been watching 2.0 Mommy. And Jill did that recently where she went off the medication for like a month. And I don't think it's the worst thing. I think that sometimes, just so here's another example. I have allergies. My son has terrible allergies. So I've mentioned to you guys before that he is now at an agricultural high school. He is in a major that he'll be in for the next 3 years, and he chose and was accepted into the arbor program. Arbor is trees. My son is allergic to 16 types of trees. So when he chose this, I was like, I don't know if this is a great idea. And he said, Mom, it'll be fine. It'll be like exposure therapy. Maybe by the end of, senior year, I won't even be allergic anymore. So needless to say, he takes a lot of medication. A couple of weeks ago was really, this time of year is always really bad for him, but it was really bad. And we had an appointment with a counselor, and we were there, and his allergies were awful. And she came out and she said to me, her stepdaughter is also a patient of our pediatrician. And she said, my stepdaughter had her allergies. We called doctor, and he said to try Zysol. So we went right to CVS that night and we switched. He's been taking Zyrtec for many years. So that night we switched to Zysol, and within a couple of days, he was much better. And we saw his pediatrician the day before yesterday because he's hurt his shoulder. And he was like, that's always a good idea to change medication when it seems to be like stalling out. So we switched his medication, and now his allergies, he's been great now for the past 2 weeks. So the other channel called the T of the GLP actually showed up how she went off and on and went back on after 2 months, and she lost 22 pounds. She was out of stall. Yeah. So I do agree with it, Journey. I do think that it's not. Your 34-year-old is an arborist. Oh my God, that's so cool. I did not know that, Donna. That's awesome. Oh, that's very cool. Okay. Yeah, Ryder was saying that, we're big Disney fans, and he was saying that maybe someday he'll be an arborist or a floriculturist at Disney and do they do like the topiaries and stuff at Flower and Garden. So I don't know. Right now, he's just loving life and enjoying it. And he's 15. So whatever he does, that makes him happy. But I just thought it was so interesting that he's allergic to these trees so terribly. And that was his choice. So yeah, it's back to the medication on and off. I do agree. And the doctor even said, as far as the allergy medicine, that sometimes you need to take a break or sometimes you need to switch it up. So, I know a lot of people are losing their Zepbound soon and having to switch over to the Wegovy, and maybe it won't be the worst thing. maybe it'll be, you know, a positive experience as far as changing the medication. So yeah, I had kind of convinced myself that I was going to continue with the medication this time around for vacation. But I don't know. You know, you guys, if nothing else, you'd probably realize that I change things from day to day. And when I do something, I do it very kind of like quick and rash. I don't always think things out. When it's time to do something, I just do it. Hi, Barb. How are you? I'm so thrilled that you are here. You haven't missed much. You're just kind of like shooting the crap a little bit. So I'm just thanking everybody so much for their 3,000 subscribers. You guys make me all so very happy. And I was just discussing our little friend here and going back and forth and toying with the idea of my vacation this year and if I will or will not be taking the medication. So I was leaning, like I said, leaning towards just continuing with the medication. The reason I had stopped it last year was because I knew I was going to drink at least here and there. And the medication does with me drinking. That being said, last year, if you guys go down in the playlist and go back a year and you look at my videos from my vacation last year, 2 or 3 days in, I had a really, really bad day. And I had eaten, I don't think I had really eaten that terribly or drank that much. And something did not agree with my stomach. And I hadn't even been taking the medication for like 8 days at that point. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's been 15 months. I know how to eat and control like all of that kind of stuff. But also know that there's, as much as I love this vacation, and I'll just keep put, if you guys are in the upstate New York area, Ride and High Ranch, it's just the most incredible, peaceful, happy place. But the menu has been the same for 50 years. They don't want to change it. They want to keep some things the same. And it's not the healthiest menu. Beauty in London, give me 1 second. So the menu is not the best as far as healthy stuff. There's fried, there's a lot of starches, there's salad and stuff, but there's not like a super lot of fresh vegetables. It's more like frozen vegetables, a lot of desserts, a lot of carbs. Like there's a bread at every meal. Like one day it's a baked roll, one day it's garlic bread, one day it's cornbread. There's a snack every night. So all of these things, and there's alcohol and there's frozen drinks, and then we bring stuff. So yes, I can say no, but all of the food choices are not the best either. So I don't know. I'm still toying with the idea. So Beauty in London is asking, new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. We're thrilled to have you. The constipation is no joke. It's not an easy thing. So things that I do personally. So I have been doing Benefiber since the very, very beginning, and this helps. So this Benefiber, this one here is, these are gummies. These are 3 gummies, and there's 6 grams of fiber in here. And then I also take, not also, like either or. So these are the Benefiber chews. I bought the Walmart brand. Sorry, there's a glare. I bought the Walmart brand. I don't recommend this one. These are not really tasty. The ones that look just like this, but that are chews, are phenomenal. They kind of taste like sweet tarts. And at night, it was like my little sweet treat, which I know sounds absolutely ridiculous, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. Magnesium helps. So I did start again last night taking my magnesium, and I am hoping, oh, I hope you guys, did you guys freeze on me? Okay, sorry. I'm going to take you for a walk into the kitchen so that I can just let everybody see what else I have been doing. So for the past couple of months, what I have been doing, and I did check with my doctor and so I do have two nurses in my life. My daughter-in-law and my best friend, Kyla, are both nurses. And I have been taking Miralax. So I took Miralax the first month, and then I switched over to the no-name brand. Target has it cheaper, especially with the red card. So it's just powdered. This is clear. There's no, try to see if I can like pour some out so you can see like what it comes out like. So it's just like a powder, a clear white powder, if you can see that. And it dissolves in any liquid. What I do personally is I dissolve it in my first cup of coffee in the morning. So it dissolves perfectly. I don't have any, it has no taste or anything. It dissolves, and then I pour in my coffee, my creamer, and everything. And within a couple of days, that helped me tremendously. So when you first start it, the serving is a capful. I've been taking it for a couple of months now, and I use about a teaspoon in my coffee at this point every morning. And I probably could just continue with it, but all right, I'm going to go a little TMI here. We're all friends, right? I don't have diarrhea, but I have like a very soft situation happening. And I just don't want to be damaging anything. Because I have CKD, chronic kidney disease. I posted a video on that today. Thank you guys. I never expected to have 600 people watch that video. So thank you all so very much, or 300 people, whatever it was. I didn't expect to have 100. So magnesium helps as well, beauty. So what I am trying to do right now is I'm hoping that by going back on my magnesium, taking that every night, that might kind of regulate me enough. I didn't start having severe constipation until the mid part of my 7.5. I'm now at 10 milligrams. And if I don't take the Miralax for a few days, then I will bind right back up. So I hope that helps. Keep drinking your water. But guys, don't overdo the water. I've talked to my doctor. I've talked to the dietitians about this. I feel like some people go so wild and crazy for water. Again, I'm not perfect. Don't do what I say. Don't do what I do. But from someone who has successfully lost 68 almost pounds, I don't drink 100 ounces of water a day. I'm not going to lie. If I drink 12 some days, that's a lot. And I'm not kidding. When I go to work, I take this cup or Stanley. This one's a little smaller. I almost never finish my water. Almost never. When I get home at dinner time, it's then sugar-free ginger ale. I do eat fruit during the day, but I am not doing 100 ounces of water. And I have still successfully lost the weight. I'm keeping the weight off. I'm healthy. All of my labs and everything are good. So don't go nutty with the 120 to 100 grams of protein, 100 your body weight in water. You don't need that. You just need to be hydrated and your pee not be yellow. But you also don't want your urine to be clear. So if you're going to the is clear, you're drinking too much water. So give yourself some grace, get back and just relax. I feel like a lot of people go so gung-ho trying to do all the things all at once. You're almost shocking your body a little bit. So I hope that helps, and I hope that the constipation starts to ease up a little bit. You just had your first shot, Razimi. That's amazing. Yeah, stopping the processed food is probably like your body might be in a little bit of shock too. The Miralax does work wonders. You're starting your third month of 7.5. I'm going to go up to 10 after this box, having some food noise and cravings. Yeah, I kind of feel like 7.5 is where mine started to come back as well. The only real side effect of mine that increased at 7.5, I did have a few days of nausea. And that was on me because I had the Zofran and I just kept not taking it. Once I started to realize that when I got nauseous to take the Zofran, I was fine as far as that. But the constipation is really what kicked in at like that mid 7.5 for me, Kim. Magnesium. Yeah, the magnesium is good. So I started last night. So I'll see. I might end up, my stomach is a little wonky today. I'm not going to lie. So I don't know if that's because I took the magnesium last night. I did still take the Miralax this morning, but like I said, I mean, I'm taking like a teaspoon of it. I'm not taking a lot. So I'm thinking maybe tomorrow I won't take the Miralax because I'll take the magnesium tonight. And I would prefer to take the magnesium because the magnesium has so many other benefits as well, right? It does help with sleep and the muscle cramps and all the things. So we'll see. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day because I have to go for some dental work. And we're talking about being afraid of needles. This girl is terrified of the dentist, like beyond scared. I don't have panic attacks, anxiety attacks, anything like that. I used to have full-fledged like tantrums when I was a kid. It was really bad. And I didn't go for a long, long time. So I did find a dentist a couple of years ago that I like, and I like the hygienist and everything in there, but I do need some dental work tomorrow. So I have a half day of work tomorrow because I have to go to the dentist. So I already prepared dinner. So I made a chicken casserole that my husband really likes. It's chicken and tater tots and cream of chicken soup. And my son has this chicken tortilla soup that he enjoys. So I got that ready. So I'll throw it in the crock pot in the morning. So that way, if I'm not feeling great, I will have dinner all set and ready to go. And then I can have soup if need be. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to tomorrow because I'm scared. I hate the dentist. And it's like the most expensive thing in the world. Why is dental work so expensive? It's kind of nuts to me. So yeah, that's what's happening for me. Let me just see if I had anything else here in my notes for you guys. Yeah, so I did tell you that I'm picking up my 10 milligram Zepbound again, so I'll grab that tomorrow. I think I actually might even have time before I go to the dentist because the way that like our half days work, like I have to leave at a certain time and I think I'll have time. So I have to my Zepbound. So when I got the text message from Walmart to refill, I just refilled the 10. So I'll have a month in my refrigerator and I'll have a month. So I'll have 2 months of 10. So originally I was thinking, because I had done that 12.5, that maybe I would ask the doctor to go up, but then I've probably lost, I don't know, what have I lost in a half or so, actually in the past 2 weeks. So now I guess I'm not in a stall. So I guess I don't really like have to go up in medication, like 1.5 pounds. So, and if you guys don't already have it, I use the Renfo app. So where is it? I don't think you can see it. Sorry. I don't think you guys can see. I have such a glare in here. This is the app that I use for. Is like terrible. I didn't expect it to be that bad, but I have my scale is attached right to my phone and all of my weight and everything is right there. And I can track all of it. And then it even tells me where my BMI is. And it tells me that my BMI is 29.5 and I am no longer obese. So yeah. Yeah, I agree. I would get a prescription for Zofran. I mean, especially if you're on the Zepbound, the doctor will pretty much just give it to you. And I have the Zepbound, I mean the Zofran, and even a couple of my friends at work will like come and ask me for it. And one of them's a nurse, so like she knows what she's doing. But yeah, the Zofran is very mild. It doesn't really have any like side effects, milligrams, and it really does work for the nausea. So I even take it when I'm in Disney World. If I get nauseous on a ride, I'll take the Zofran. It doesn't cause like any sleepiness or anything like that. So it is wonderful. Yeah, I think that's probably going to do it for the night, guys. I just I cannot express to you all how grateful I truly am. I know I've said it a million times and you're probably getting tired of listening to it, but I really do want you to understand just how grateful I am to all of you. Your support, if I did not have that, I know without a doubt I would not have been this successful thus far on this journey. I have never successfully um completed any type of diet, weight loss, or lifestyle change in my life ever. I will be 53 years old this summer, and I have tried. There's a video for that too. I did a video, I don't know, 6 or 7 months ago about all the unbelievably ridiculous things that I have tried in my life with Weight Watchers and Nutrisystem and 17 gyms that I joined and every prescription medication or non-prescription medication that you can think of. I took pills that literally made you poop grease out of your butt. I bought powder that you were supposed to sprinkle on food so that the food didn't taste good. Like, I paid money for that. Like, how stupid. The stuff that I've done, but I've never, ever, ever been successful on anything until now. And I know that this is a great deal of the help, but a lot of it and the motivation comes from you guys. I want to be here with you and I want to please you and I want to tell you about my successes and all of the things. And I will be forever grateful and indebted to all of you for taking 5 seconds out of your day ever to send me a note, send me a heart, send me an encouragement, any of the things. Just being here and being part of my journey has been the most amazing experience of my life. And I am just so grateful that I get to share that with all of you. So thank you all so, so much. Now, Barb, it blows my mind. Thank you, Barb. But it truly blows my mind when people tell me that they've learned anything from me. Like that just, I'm still I don't know. It just seems so strange to me. I was reading through the comments tonight on the CKD video. And like I said, someone specifically had asked me to do that video. And I thought it was important enough to do it, but never did I think that 420 people would view that video, never mind 25 people comment on it. And I truly expected a lot more criticism on some of the things that I said and the way that my journey kind of unfolded, because it was on me. Like I wasn't on top of my own medical treatment and I wasn't on top of my health. And past 15 months, I'll tell you that. And I've done a lot of research and I've spoke to a lot of people and I've seen dietitians for the first time in my life and I've gotten a lot of information, but I still don't always think that I know best or I know enough. And the fact that even one person, never mind 25 people, learned something or got something from it was just absolutely amazing. So I just thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I'm very humbled by all of you. And really, this is not me being phony. This is, I mean, I'm sitting here crying with you like a little baby. So I think if nothing else, you guys know that I don't hide my emotions from you. So yeah, I think that is going to do it. If you guys are still here, I would love it if you could go over and go to Snow Better Lifestyle. And if we could get my dear, beautiful friend Donna to 250 subscribers by the end of this month, that would just totally make my day. You're taking the fiber tap. Oh, thank you. And if nothing else, I'm glad that somebody's listening to some of the things. Listen to me on this one. Don't buy the Walmart. I will always go for the cheaper brand. This is the second time I did it. I knew the first time that they sucked. They still suck, but I'm so cheap. I eat them. I force myself to eat them. I'll eat 2 of these and I'll wash it down with 1 of these. So bad. These aren't my favorite either. I love the regular Benefiber chew ones that look like these. These are gummies. And I bought these because they were 6 grams of fiber. So they were a little bit more fiber. I don't even like gummies. Like I don't buy gummy fruit snacks. Dang, I could not think of that word the other day. I don't buy those. So I don't know why I bought these. They're kind of strong. They're almost too sweet. And they're very, very, you can see how sticky they are. So I would go with the original. Yeah, I don't really like these either. But I put them together and I suck it up because I need to poop. So buy the regular Benefiber. Don't buy the ones that Cheryl bought. Buy the original ones I've been telling you from the beginning. Okay, my friends. I am going to go relax for an hour before it's time to go to bed. I got to go check on my son because I did put the ice machine on his shoulder. Make sure that he's okay. Get him some naproxen. Take care of my boy. Go do what I got to do with him. I thank you all so, so, so much for being here. And remember, my friends, when you can't be the sunshine, find the sunshine. I'll see you guys real, real soon. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Good night, everybody.